That's really neat. One thing I also need to know about the LCDs is this stop time thing. Is there anything special, or is it just stop time and then he?
That's it. Yeah, it's I think it's ship stop time. Hang on, let me see. I've got the manual on the other screen. It is, yeah, it's stop time.
Okay, that's
I literally have the manual for automatic LCDs as a tab in my browser at all times. I'm referencing it so often
to do.
that I just don't even
Is
close
it is it context sensitive? Do you have to make a big S for the stop time, or is it just stop time one?
No, for the actual commands, it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's neat. Then I can test that out. I definitely need that. I crashed too many ships and
Yeah.
ex-
While you're at
yeah.
it, another fun one to do is distance. Distance is let me jump over there again. So distance, you put in distance space, and then the name of a block.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's too complicated, but it's and then you paste in the GPS point, for any GPS point, and it will actually tell you the distance from that GPS point.
Nice. So you
Yeah.
just put in the one block in your grid.
Yeah, in the grid. So it could be it could actually be the LCD
Yeah.
panel that it's
Something
connected
like,
to, or whatever.
camera or something.
Here, I can
I
just
had
do it.
I had the feeling if it is they have this new something with cameras, ray casting. Don't ask me what that is.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
No,
LiDAR mods now that can do weird, not mod scripts, sorry, that can do weird stuff with cameras, and can also do distances and aiming and crazy stuff. I thought he might have
Yeah.
integrated something like that, but that is really cool. That being able to just have distances with from GPS coordinates, because then you can for placing, for example, we talked about that, placing radio equipment and all that stuff. Then you have concrete distances and can say, okay, I want to go 49 kilometers away, so I'm using up the best amount of. Did you just put in use yourself, or?
No. I said create waypoint from current position,
Okay.
and that's the default name. So, and you can go in and change that.
No, that's neat. That's a cool thing.
Yeah. Here, I'll change it to this. There we go. So yeah, and I just literally walked like over here and created a.
That's
so so it's obviously a very short distance.
let me see that. I want to. Oh, okay. That's a bit more punching in a bit more than just.
It's not as bad
Okay,
as
it's
it looks.
it's just
because
the first bracket is the block, and the second bracket is the GPS coordinates. Okay, that's
but it's the GPS coordinates as copied from the GPS tab. So you don't have to type any of that. You just literally hit copy to clipboard and paste.
very very cool. This is the LCDs. That's one thing for scripts. One use for scripts I really like. I'm not a big fan of scripts that take away. Tim is very close to being, for me to being uncomfortable with it, because he's doing. I'm calling him, and it's. Yeah, the script is doing.
I call it. I say him as well.
The script is doing a lot of stuff where I normally would think, that's a lot of automation that goes on where I didn't do anything for it, basically just setting up the script and all that stuff. But the sorter blocks are not so good that you could completely sort inventories with them in a very neat and easy way. You with sorter blocks you would have to basically level your where something is stored and where something is produced and all that stuff. You would have to do something completely convoluted like that. So setting up storage for ores, storage for ingots, and then have them interconnected and
now you came from modded Minecraft, so you used the various different modded sorters and that kind of thing. And did you have the same feeling when you came to Space Engineers, where it was just kind of like, oh, look, a sorter. Oh, this is great. Wait, this
thing is crap and doesn't do. That's like, my point.
It's interesting because I came into this game because vanilla, it felt like an even better version of modded Minecraft, honestly, for me, because I got way into all of it's been a long time, so I don't remember half of them, but all the, just all the powered stuff, I got into all kinds of things with all the pipes and tubes and it was like, oh, this is all here already. It's in the vanilla.
It's already there.
And I love it. But the one thing that modded Minecraft did way better was sorting. And the sorting blocks in Space Engineers are just junk. I can't handle them. I've used them a couple of times and just
they have specific uses where I really like them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, that's the big problem I have with them. On the other hand, they are not specific enough. And one thing they do, for example, is you can't set up a sorter and say, okay, I want you to pull everything into this inventory and just keep it in there as long as something else comes and says, I need this. For example, if you set up a sorter and you want to sort everything into an inventory, the sorter doesn't recognize the inventory that's behind it. So it pulls stuff. If you have hard to explain, but I had that in the moon base.
I know what you mean.
I had set up a conveyor. I had connected a sorter. I had connected a normal conveyor. The conveyor and the sorter were basically on the same grid, and then the sorter just started to spin to cycle the stuff in the container. And that's dumb. That's completely dumb because
I agree.
Stop doing that. You should sort everything into this inventory. If you would please do that, just so I can clean up my base. Basically, I can have a container or a group of containers just for components, for example.
What they really need to do is they need a checkbox that says allow things to go against the sorter if it's manually grabbed.
Something like that.
Yeah, like if I'm manually in the inventory and I just want to pull it, that should be allowed because I am the administrator. I should be able to go against the sorter.
Yes.
But don't allow any machines to pull things out from, the wrong direction. That's fine. That right there would go a long ways.
Allow that.
Because then you can say, all I want, I want all of my components to be in this box. That was the first thing I wanted, was to create, one of my first world, I wanted all my components to end up in this box so that I'm not hunting through all my assemblers trying to figure out where my stuff is. And the sorter, I was like, oh, perfect, the sorter, I'll do that. I put the sorter in and it's like, cool, all the stuff just goes into that box and now I can't access it.
Yes, and that's...
Unless I'm at that box.
and that's a bit of a problem I have with the sorters, and that's why I'm okay with Tim. But some other things really I'm struggling with myself. I'm coming from modded Minecraft. I should be okay with everything. But for some reason, some things really get me where I think, can you do that in a different way. For example, this whole airlock thing we talked about is this is also a thing where I would struggle a bit, because what sensors can't do, and I would like them to be able to do that, is just sense, is there air pressure in a room?
Well, you can do that with a vent.
Yeah, now the vent can do that. So you could set up all these closing doors, turning on lights. You could set that up just with the air vents. So you wouldn't need a script for that.
The reason that I ended up like installing a mod for airlocks was because if Keen were to make it possible to create a fully automated airlock system, like me have to do it by hand, that's fine. But if I could make it in the space of a single block, that would be a whole different world. Because, if I could actually put a sensor and an air vent and then put a door on one side and a door on the other and have it all be in one block, or even 2 blocks, that'd be one thing.
That's one thing where we talked about the ladders. We talked about making a bit of a criticism about Keen. Why can people in medieval engineers do stuff like that? Have multiple structures in one block? Why can't we do that? Why can't I set a seat? For example, I couldn't set a seat next to this sound thing here. Basically, that's not possible because they can't be in the same block, although they wouldn't overlap. And that would be neat to be able to set up some doors and then maybe a sensor and maybe an air vent, like you said, in a very, very small space, 3 blocks or something like that, or maybe 1.
But if you remember, the same thing happened in modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft does not allow, you can't put 2 torches, on opposite sides of a 1-block hallway. And they always said it was for performance reasons. And then modded Minecraft came out and said, well, fine, we'll do it. And nobody had any problems with it.
Yeah, but it would be neat if Keen would just build that in, because medieval engineers can.
I think it has a lot to do. I think it has a lot to do with the same reason that that in the U.S. and you probably run across it in Germany as well, because like half of everything's invented in the U.S. and the other half in Germany. But we invent things over here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of inventions that come out of the U.S. and there are things that we invented like 40 years ago, right? And we had installed, and then some other country that just is now getting them, they get like way better versions, because we, and I think that's kind of what happened. Like I was hearing about Sweden has one of the best cellular systems that's ever existed, but they only got cell phones like 10 years ago. So, and that's why
you had no text messages for a long, long time. Although you invented
exactly.
Not you, the US.
The US
didn't know what text messages were, and we were typing like crazy here.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the same reason, because we got cell phones in the 80s. And we had a whole cellular system across the U.S. back in the 80s, and nobody else had it. But then when you guys finally did get it, it was the better version. And I think that's what's happening with space engineers and medieval engineers, is medieval engineers got started later. And so they went and said, wait a minute, that idea we came up with after it was too late in space engineers, let's just do it in medieval engineers.
It is, it might be something like that. It takes so long because medieval engineers has that basically since the beginning, and I'm exaggerating here, I think. But we are waiting for that now for a very, very long time. And maybe it has to do with the differences in how the building system and all that stuff works. I hope we will get that at one point. It would be neat to be able to set some blocks into each other. Why can't I have a light and buttons on the same in the same block? What way? I can understand with assemblers,
Also,
with conveyors or something like that.
of course, yeah.
But
Though also, why can't we have a single button in a large block? Why do we have to have the 4-button panel everywhere in large blocks? I would
mods do that.
just give me just give me one more model. Like, you can take the small block button and put it just it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, there's mods.
That's the other thing. That's the next thing I have. Why is this the interconnection of big and small blocks so problematic? I'm not a developer. I'm not a programming guy. So maybe the explanation is somewhere in code, but hopefully we get that at one point now, that you maybe can go, because one small block is just a fifth of one big block. So
yeah,
exactly that. So shouldn't we be able to just put small blocks on? Because the grid is the same basically. But on the other hand,
now there's a mod that does that, but
modded Minecraft at one point did it too, just splitting up the bigger blocks into, I think, 16 or so, 16 by 16 by 16 smaller ones, so you could carve things out and all that stuff. Maybe at one point. Now they made the jump that they gave us the ability to make small rotor heads on big connectors, on big rotors.
Yes.
Maybe they are warming up to the idea of mixing the grids together.
I doubt it.
I hope they warm up to that and just do that.
Yeah,
are you mixing Tim
nice.
with, or what? Unknown command?
Yes, I am. So this is a command that came out actually a couple of versions ago, and I've never gotten a chance to try it. But in theory, it's supposed to be able to take other screens and pull the data from them. And it seems
it works.
So I'm actually getting the three main Tim panels into one.
So one thing I have to say at the moment is I'm running very, very late here, and I'm enjoying this a whole lot of. And the problem for my channel will be that my channel will have, I think, more of a podcast, more of a podcast in the next week and on Friday. One thing I want to know is, if you don't know if you have that in your in the head, is how do you connect the LCDs? That's one thing I always want to know. And then I think we have to at least stop for today, and hopefully we can do that one day again. Just sit here and talk like crazy.
I know, it's too much fun. So in Tim or in automatic LCDs?
In automatic LCDs. In Tim, it's possible too. Okay. Tim is not lying to me, but he's not telling all the things. No, automatic LCDs. I think that's enough. Tim,
okay, it's super easy in Tim. Like Tim is the easiest one to do.
Okay, show me Tim
you
too.
Literally just okay. I'll show you Tim really fast because it takes no time at all. So perfect example is these components over here. Actually, we'll just stick another. Can you just stick another panel to the right of the component panel?
Yeah, if I hope I can do that. Let me see if I can.
If not, I'll just throw a block up there for you.
No, I can do.
There.
The problem is it could be upside down again. Okay. I will keep it on the hotbar and we'll keep it active. If it's upside down, you have to grind it down, and then I can just place it again.
No problem. Come on, be the right way. Be the right way.
No.
Oh.
Grind it down. I will have to turn it around and then.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Now turn it. We definitely need a thing that says LCD here upside.
It just, even if they had the word online sitting there, you know, in the floating model, that would be enough. So with Tim, all you do is you go into the name, you know, like where you configure everything else. And hang on, I'm lagging out. Oh,
okay, you ran into the wall.
Oh, okay. Like I thought I had embedded myself in the wall. All you have to do is go into the name, and at the end of the name, hit space, type span, width, height, and it should. There it goes.
So where did you let me take a look? You have put that span. Okay, span 2. It is span 2 to the in the width and 1 in the height. Okay.
Exactly, and you only do it on the upper left panel. You do nothing with the other panels. It configures everything else automatically.
Tim is so nice.
So if you wanted a 9x9, you put up 81 LCD panels, and you go to the top left one, and you type in span 9:9, and it will figure it all out.
This is
the other thing you do. So right now you see the font is fairly small. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to literally, it's currently set
we
to
are running
0.7.
into problems. Give me a sec.
Okay.
We will have to stop in a minute now. My memory is running full here.
Oh. Okay. Do you want me to do the M Master one? It's a little bit more complicated.
Maybe just let us end it, and then I will figure out the M Master one. Let me find a good way to tell my people that we will not get the M Master one right now. It's getting late.
Okay.
We have don't know. I can't even tell you the time. That's how late it's getting.
It's 1:45.
Yeah, 1:45. Give me a sec. So people, I'm running out of memory and out of time. We will have to skip the M Master one, but I definitely will give you the M Master one at one point. I'm in love with the LCDs now. EpikTek, that was amazing, and I think we filled a week with just talking. I hope my people are completely okay with that. I will have to see if I can cut it down a bit. Otherwise, my people will get long episodes for a week.
Yeah.
And I hope they will like that. It was a blast to have you here, and we should definitely do more of that. Maybe next time more building, but the talking thing is also a very, very nice thing. Just have a bit of talk about space engineers is a really, really cool thing.
I agree. It's fun.
I hope we can visit. Don't know. I can visit your world at one point or something like that.
I should have you over to the MB2.
Yeah, would be amazing too. And I hope I can invite you at one point again. If you don't, I have to say that outgrow me at one point, because you guy with your crazy 7 things you missed thing.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that one was
really got crazy in the space engineers community. Really, really nice. That was a really, really good job. I can only say. People, I want you to go to EpikTek or to EpikTek onto his channel and take a look at his stuff too, because he's doing really, really nice stuff. If you like my stuff, you will definitely like his stuff too. And so go there, subscribe, take a look at his stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. Thanks for coming here, and I hope we can do that soon again.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a lot of fun. It was really fun seeing all the stuff. You have got so much stuff. Like, I just can't even imagine.
I'm doing that for so much longer than you, but
yeah, absolutely.
And you didn't see, we could also go into my first world and take a look at what I've, because this is not my first world.
You have another world?
Yeah. With the planets I started basically over.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yes. You would have had to.
I jumped
cool.
from my asteroid base with the Duchessa and came to this sector of my small solar system here. See that? So, people, thanks for watching. I hope you liked all the episodes. If you did, then please leave a like on all the episodes. Again, go to EpikTek's channel, EpikTek. The channel is in the description. And I hope I see you in the next episode. And I hope to see you in the comment section of EpikTek's videos. So, goodbye, EpikTek. And again, thanks for coming by.
And thank you.
No, that's no problem. Always a blast to have people in my world. Good, people. See ya in the next episode. See ya, guys.